Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Limitless Live episode. I'm your host, Olga Binyaminov, and today I want to dive into something very powerful and heart-centered topic. I want to talk about something that will change the way you think about parenting and their emotional growth. This whole month of July, I'm covering everything to do with parenting, and I want to bring this topic to you because if it happened to be that you've ever wondered how to teach your kids to regulate their emotions and help them build their resilience, then this is actually for you. My topic today is raising emotionally intelligent kids that actually starts with you. My focus question is, how do we teach emotional regulation and resilience to our children? But before I get into those specifics, I want to ask you to think about one thing. How do you want your child to respond when life gets tough? And it does get tough. Do you want them to shut down? Or do you want them to face the challenge with courage, to be calm, and have a heart full of empathy? Well, the secret to this is very simple, but very, very powerful. Emotional intelligence is really the key to all of that response of anything that becomes challenging. And we talk about adult emotional intelligence. The whole month of March, I believe, I've devoted to this. But the best part is that you, as a parent, is the first teacher in the child's journey to emotional intelligence. Feel free to go back to my episodes and look about what that is. But I'll just briefly review what emotional intelligence entails. Emotional intelligence begins with understanding emotions, not just feeling them, but actually identifying them. Naming emotions is very important, and knowing how you respond to those emotions. And this is where we start with our kids, teaching them to name, to understand, and to express their emotions. Think about it for a second. How often do you feel something, but you struggle to put words to it? If we as adults have trouble naming emotions sometimes, imagine how hard it is for a child. The greatest gift you can give a child, you can give your child, is the ability to name their feeling. Because when they can name it, they can tame it. Now imagine your child feels frustrated or sad or angry. The first step in teaching emotional intelligence is really to help them name what they are feeling. So for example, if they're upset because they can't finish a puzzle, you can say, I see that you're feeling frustrated because the puzzle is tricky. That's okay. We all feel that way sometimes. By naming this frustrated situation, the child now knows what is that emotion that the child is feeling. When kids name their emotion, it's so much easier for them to process and to be able to manage those emotions. So the next time your child is upset, try this. I see that you're feeling angry because of what happened. Can you tell me more about that? And as they stay with that understanding, they will start to find the why behind their emotion. They will be able to control how they express those emotions. Now let's talk about validation. Validation is one of the most powerful tools that we can give our children. It's about acknowledging their emotions, not dismiss them, not belittling them. You don't have to agree with their action, but you have to validate their feelings. Don't say things like, you shouldn't be upset about it. Don't say things like, this is not a big deal. Imagine that your kid, your child, is throwing you a tantrum because they want something and they can't have it right away. Instead of saying, stop it, you're being dramatic, or something in those lines, try saying, I see that this really upsets you because you want this. And I understand that. This validation of their emotions, you're giving them permission to feel. And how many of us can identify that in our childhood, we did not have permission to feel? A lot of time when we start crying, we are told stop crying. You're showing your children that their feelings matter. But you're also setting clear boundaries. You're teaching them that they can feel something, but they still can be respectful. You are not your emotions, but you are the one who can choose how to respond to them. You see, validating emotions is not about enabling bad behavior. It's about creating a safe space for the feelings. And when you validate, you also teach them that it's okay to be upset, but they still have to behave respectfully. So the next time your child is upset, remember that. Remember to say, I understand how you feel, but here's how we are going to handle it. Once you've validated the feelings, you're letting them this outburst rules of the situation. You let them know that it's okay to feel, but it's not okay to act out. As a parent, we have the most significant influence on our children's emotional growth. They watch us every single day, and they learn from how we handle our own emotions. If you want to raise emotionally intelligent children, you have to be the first model to emotional maturity. You have to be emotionally intelligent. Think about a time when you were frustrated or upset. How did you handle it? Did you react impulsively, or did you take a breath and think through things? Your kids are watching. They are learning from your actions, even when you don't realize it. Children are not a distraction from more important work. They are the most important work. If you handle stress with patience, with calm, your child will learn to do exactly the same. But if you handle it with frustration, with anger, with impatience, guess what they're learning? They're likely to adapt exactly those same responses. So here's the thing. Emotional maturity isn't about being perfect. It's about handling your emotions in a healthy way and teaching your children to do exactly the same. So when you make a mistake, apologize. Show them that it's okay to admit when you are wrong. Modeling emotional maturity is also about self-care. When your child sees you're taking time for yourself, they learn that their mental and emotional well-being matters. Teach them that self-care isn't selfish. It's a very necessary emotional health. The best way to teach our children about resilience and emotional strength is to embody it ourselves, because our actions speak louder than words. Raising emotional intelligence children starts with you, and not about being perfect. It's not about having all the answers. It's about showing up every day with intention and with love. It's about creating a home where emotions are validated, where boundaries are respected, and where emotional growth is encouraged. Remember, kids are not born knowing how to regulate their emotions. They learn it from you. So the next time you pause before reacting, that is when you model emotional maturity. You're teaching them how to do the same. You are your child's greatest teacher. They will learn more from what you do than from what you say you do. So as you go about this week, take a moment to reflect on how you can be the best emotional role for your child. How can you validate their emotions without enabling those emotions? How can you teach them to name, to understand, and to express their feelings? Don't rush. Be kind to yourself and keep showing up. And remember, emotional resilience is a gift that you are giving them that will serve them for the rest of their lives. Thank you so much for joining me today on this Exceed Limitless episode. I hope you feel inspired, empowered, and you're ready to rise emotional intelligence kids. Those kids will change the world. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, rate it, and leave a review. And as always, keep showing up and raising future leaders with love, with patience, and with emotional intelligence. And until next time, keep living with heart and with purpose. I will see you soon in the next episode.